Back to Trade with Jen. This week, we're actually going to focus on something that I've been getting multiple DMs on in terms of the market structure. Actually, not market structure. Well, something that goes along with market structure, but based on my other previous videos is Trade Locker on all the tools that I've explained on there on how to utilize. I've been getting some DMs and asking about what are the top three tools that beginners should focus on. And that's exactly what we're going to focus on today's video. Alrighty, guys. So here we are looking on TradingView. Okay, so again, this was a video that I made weeks ago explaining how to utilize this, and many people were confused on where do you even start. So the first tool that every beginner must get familiarized with is called the trend line. You guys will find it right here, okay, on the sidebar. Oops, sorry. This was okay. All right, it's going to be right here onto the sidebar. It's actually not the first one, but the second one. As you guys see here, it's going to say trend lines. We're just going to open this and put a star right next to this. And then as soon as you put a star right next to it, that means that you guys have favorited that particular tool. Okay. Secondly, you guys need to get familiarized with being able to draw out market structure. And in order to do that, you guys must favorite the tool called path. Okay, so I went ahead and favored it. It's going to be right over here onto your favorite toolbar. And third thing that every trader must know is text. I know it sounds really simple and silly, but go ahead and favorite that. Now you have three different tools to focus on. Now, why did I pick those particular tools, guys? Okay. Whenever you guys are identifying market structure, the most important thing you guys must have is a trend line. Being able to connect candles, okay, whenever it's on an uptrend, or perhaps being able to connect it on a downtrend. Okay, it is one of the most essential things. First thing foremost, you got to learn how to identify when the market's going up or when the market's coming down. Okay, secondly, I said it's going to be the trend line. Okay, let's go ahead on a different time frame, see if we could have a better looking trend. Okay, so first thing foremost, like I said, you guys must be able to identify what the current trend is. Here, just using it as an example for example purposes. Let's go ahead and draw, okay, the trend. Okay, by the way, the trends are always not gonna look as perfect, right? But at the end of the day, you're able to see where on a bullish trend its highs are or where its lows are. Okay, if we were to come down on a downtrend, again, you want to be able to utilize your trend line. Once you identify what the trend is on that particular time frame, then you can go ahead and click the little path one, and you'll be able to see the lows and the lower highs before it switches, right? Before it has a change of character from, being bearish to bullish and vice versa. Okay. So boom, you actually have both must know in terms of being able to trade starting off as a beginner. Okay. The third tool that I did just point out here is going to be the text. I know it sounds really silly. Why the text? It's because you guys have to learn how to annotate on these things so that way you guys don't lose your spots. For instance, on a downtrend for market structure, we know we have lower lows right here. Just gonna put two L's, lower lows, right? And then again with the text, you guys are able to also put or just label your lower highs. Okay, so you guys see here, we have the lower lows right there. Just being able to annotate things actually really helps. Okay, we have the lower highs. Again, right over here, we have our lower highs. And then next, thing you know, we're having a change of character where the market does start going up. Okay, not to get things confused, make sure you guys always label them. This right here is actually considered to be an equal high. Okay, what makes it an equal high is because these two are pretty much the same height. Okay, it didn't technically make a new higher high going to the upside, guys, up until it came up here because it actually broke previous structure from having two equal highs. Okay, break and resistance, key level, whatever you guys want to call it. Okay, so we have our high lows here, and we can't have a new higher high without that higher low. So here we made a new higher high, high low right over here. You guys get my point. Okay, being able to identify and kind of get into rhythm and annotating things as you identify market structure is a big, huge plus. Oh, sorry. Higher high. Okay. And then so forth. Okay. So guys, those are the three top rules that I recommend for every beginners must start with. The trend line, the path, to do the market structure, and then of course the text to be able to annotate things and kind of it's almost kind of like journaling, but instead of journaling on a piece of paper, in terms of your trades, you guys are journaling and studying, and quote unquote, this is all essentially um, back testing notes, so that way you guys know what to do for future reference. Other than that, guys, that would be all for this week's video. If you guys enjoyed my video, please don't forget to click like and subscribe.